Hi everyone, this is Steven here. I'm a risk and controls professional with over 16 years of experience in this space. I know in the last video I promised that my internal controls video would come a little bit more frequently. It has been busy. It's been year end, trying to close off a couple of year end files. So apologies, but again, I am committed this year in publishing more videos around the risk and control space. For today, I want to talk a little bit about the differences between substantive and controls approach when it comes to evaluating your ICFR program. I know I spoke a little bit about this earlier in my earlier videos, but given that I've just finished year end with my clients, I thought it'd be worthwhile to revisit this topic and actually kind of deep dive into this area and provide what my personal opinion is and preference when it comes to how to ensure that your internal controls, how to ensure your financial statements are accurate and complete. But before we get into my preference, let's talk a little bit about what is substantive versus controls. Just a quick refresher, okay? So in terms of substantive procedures, what that is these are procedures designed to help detect misstatements in your financial statements. They do provide more direct analysis around the completeness and accuracy around the transaction and the validity of your financial information. Whereas control procedures are designed to see how transactions, how they were properly recorded, how they were properly authorized, etc. Right? The main difference between the two is that with substantive procedures is to detect errors after it has occurred or has been recorded, versus the majority of internal controls. They are designed to prevent errors before they occur. So naturally, if you ask me what my personal preference is, and again, I am a little bit biased because I am my competency is around internal controls, but I do firmly believe that having a robust internal controls program will help mitigate and prevent the majority of the errors before it gets recorded in your financial statements. Don't get me wrong though, the consulting answer to what's better between substantive and control is probably the hybrid approach, right? Having an element of controls and substantive. And it is true, for high risk areas, I do recommend my clients to not only have a robust internal controls program in place, but also to tailor some substantive procedures so that it gives us more assurance that that particular high risk area is being properly managed and mitigated, right? But for me, at the end of the day, having a robust internal controls program is what is more of a long-term solution. It's more stable and it helps mitigate the majority of the errors. There's a reason why for companies that's being listed on the TX6 and on the SEC, why there is a requirement for management to attest on the effectiveness of the internal controls program. And it's mainly because it is one of the major tools to help protect stakeholders and protect shareholders, and one of the more effective ways to ensure that your financial statements are proper, appropriate, properly authorized, and accurate and complete, right? So in a nutshell, there's always going to be scenarios where maybe substantive procedures is better than controls, but I would say in the long run, having a robust internal controls is going to be more beneficial to your organization. With substantive procedures, it's focused on a period of time, right, based on sample selections, etc., to assert whether those accounts are proper and appropriate. But if you have a robust, effective controls program in place, it's going to be better. And again, controls are management activities, right? Management actions. So these are continuous. Management actions are continuous. It's going to be done throughout the fiscal period. So if you're able to have really good controller owners in place, process owners in place, it's going to really help you in the long run. Okay. So again, my name is Steven. I'm a risk professional. If there's any questions or you want to have a more deeper conversation around this area, do throw me an email. But until next time, thanks for watching.